Hello students, you know the hyperbolic function sin hx, cos hx, tan hx, sec hx, cosec hx and cot hx. Now we see the derivative of hyperbolic function. How you find the derivative of hyperbolic function? First, if y is equal to sin hx, then what is the derivative of sin hx? First, then find dy by dx. Solution. You have y is equal to sin hx, and you know that sin hx means e raised to x minus e raised to minus x upon 2. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to, differentiate this with respect to x, derivative of sin hx you obtain means derivative of this 1 by 2, you know the algebra of derivative, ddx of e raised to x minus e raised to minus x is equal to 1 by 2 derivative of e raised to x minus derivative of e raised to minus x. So you know derivative of e raised to x means e raised to x minus derivative of e raised to minus x, e raised to minus x into derivative of minus x with respect to x means minus 1, and minus become plus. E raised to x plus e raised to minus x upon 2. And what is this? This is the cos hx. Therefore, derivative of sin hx is equal to cos hx. In trigonometric function, you know the derivative of sin x is also cos x. Here derivative of sin hx is cos hx. Second, if y is equal to, instead of sin hx we take cos hx, then what is derivative of cos hx? You find dy by dx. Now you know the hyperbolic cos x. Y is equal to cos hx, and you know the cos hx means e raised to x plus e raised to minus x upon 2. Therefore, differentiate this with respect to x, dy by dx is equal to derivative of cos hx is equal to 1 by 2 into derivative of e raised to x plus e raised to minus x, and you know again algebra of derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x plus derivative of e raised to minus x, e raised to minus x into derivative of minus x means minus 1. Therefore is equal to e raised to x, here minus e raised to minus x upon 2. And what is this? This is the sin hx. Therefore, derivative of cos hx is equal to sin hx. And in trigonometric function, you know the derivative of cos x is minus sin x, and you remember derivative of cos hx is plus sin hx, not minus here. Then we find derivative of tan hx. If y is equal to tan hx, then find dy by dx. Solution. Here y is equal to tan hx. Tan hx means sin hx upon cos hx. Then you find its derivative by quotient rule. Now you know the quotient rule. Derivative of u upon v is equal to v means denominator, v into u dash minus u into v dash upon v square. So using that, you differentiate this with respect to x. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to derivative of sin hx upon cos hx. Using quotient rule, you have v means cos hx, u means sin hx, derivative of sin hx means cos hx minus u means sin hx, and v means cos hx. Derivative of cos hx is sin hx upon v square cos h square x. So is equal to cos h square x minus sin h square x upon cos h square x. And you know the property, cos h square x minus sin h square x is 1 is equal to 1 upon cos h square x, or this can be written as 1 upon cos hx into 1 upon cos hx. And you know that 1 upon cos hx means sec hx. Sec hx into sec hx means sec h square x. Therefore, derivative of tan hx is sec h square x. Next we find derivative of cot hx. Cot hx. Then find dy by dx. Now you know that y is equal to, suppose, cot hx. Cot hx means cos hx upon sin hx. Cos hx upon sin hx. Again you apply quotient rule. Derivative of quotient rule. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to ddx of cos hx upon sin hx. Then you apply quotient rule. Therefore, v means here sin hx into derivative of cos hx. You know the derivative of cos hx is sin hx minus u means here cos hx into v dash, derivative of sin hx is cos hx upon sin hx, derivative of sin hx is cos upon v square. V square means sin h square x. Sin hx into sin hx means sin h square x minus cos hx into cos hx means cos h square x upon sin h square x. Here you take minus common, is equal to minus sin h square x, because you know the cos h square x minus sin h square is 1, plus cos h square x upon sin h square x. And this can be written as cos h square x minus sin h square. Means this is 1. So is equal to minus 1 upon sin h square x. And sin h square x can be written as minus 1 upon sin hx into sin hx, or sorry, 1 upon sin hx. And you know that sin hx means cosec hx. Therefore, cosec hx into cosec hx, cosec h square x, or minus cosec h square x. Therefore, derivative of cot hx is equal to minus cosec h square x. So you have seen derivative of sin hx, derivative of cos hx, derivative of tan hx, and derivative of cot hx. Similarly, we find derivative of y is equal to sec hx. If y is equal to sec hx, then find dy by dx. Fifth, if y is equal to sec hx, here y is equal to sec hx, and you know that sec hx means 1 upon cos hx. You apply u upon v rule or 1 upon v formula. Derivative of 1 upon v means minus 1 upon v square. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to derivative of sec hx means derivative of 1 upon cos hx ddx of 1 upon cos hx. You apply u upon v, u means 1, v means this, or by direct formula is equal to minus 1 upon v square means cos h square x into derivative of cos hx means sin hx. Therefore, this can be written as minus sin hx upon cos hx into 1 upon cos hx. Sin hx upon cos hx means tan hx, and 1 upon cos hx means sec hx. So is equal to minus tan hx into sec hx. Therefore, derivative of sec hx is equal to minus sec hx into tan hx. Then lastly, in same way, we find the derivative of y is equal to cosec hx. If y is equal to cosec hx, then find derivative of y by x means derivative of cosec hx. Here y is equal to cosec hx, and you know that cosec hx means 1 upon sin hx. Then again u upon v rule or 1 upon v formula. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to 1 derivative of 1 upon sin hx, and u upon v means quotient rule, or minus 1 upon v square derivative of 1 upon sin hx. Therefore, derivative of 1 upon sin hx is minus 1 upon sin h square x into derivative of sin hx is cos hx. This can be written as minus cos hx upon sin hx into 1 upon sin hx. Minus cos hx upon sin hx means minus cot hx, and 1 upon sin hx means cosec hx. Therefore, derivative of cosec hx is minus cosec hx into cot hx. So in this way you find the derivative of hyperbolic function. Next lecture we see the derivative of inverse hyperbolic function. Thank you.